You find yourself just as dusk settles over a vast, untamed landscape. No machines hum close, no distant engines pulse. The air carries soft earth and faint smoke from small fires unseen. Your shoulders drop slowly, releasing a gentle weight. Breath softens inside your chest, expanding and folding back. Ahead, a sandy riverbank widens beneath a pale, cooling sky. The scent of damp clay rises from scattered river stones. Cooling mud cracks faintly where water used to touch. Your body leans lightly into the wind's tender sweep. A willow branch sways with lazy rhythm, not hurried by time. The softness clings to your skin, mild and lingering. You shift your gaze along the open flow of water. The river murmurs a fluid song, thin and unbroken. Bird song from unseen trees blends with the faint stir of insects. Your ankles rest on cool sand grains that settle like breath. A few stray reeds nod in light agreement nearby. The sky deepens to pale indigo, stars just beginning to shimmer. You remain still, grounded by quiet earth beneath you. No smooth roads trace this path, just shifting soil and stones. Only the faint dip of animal tracks, worn by steady passage. The scent of crushed grass rises faintly with each subtle gust. Your senses lengthen, stretched slow across open space. A low bird calls out once, calm and unhurried. You feel the coolness deepen even as your skin grows cozy. A small fire flickers far off, orange glow on thick wood smoke. The smell of burnt juniper mingles with damp moss and old leaves. Your eyes grow heavy as the scent wraps softly around the air. The shoulders release again. The throat loosens in easy ease. Tallow candles are not needed here. Only star-thin light falls through. You imagine the unhurried passing of time here, endless yet still. The muddy bank curves, worn by horses and the feet of travelers. No stones shape a path, only earth that adjusts by hushed steps. You sense the moisture rising, cold mist folding softly near the river. Evenings here swell with unhurried sounds, leaves brushing, water lapping. The steady drum of a distant frog croaks from thick reeds. Your mind floats lightly, untethered from routine noise or haste. A faint glow marks a cluster of dwellings, homes crafted from mud brick. Thatched eaves slope over rough, kerf-cut beams, catching last daylight. A few windows shimmer faintly from flickering tallow candles inside. The scent of bone broth simmers through small cracks in walls. You imagine mossy roofs breathing in the deepening dusk. A soft chill nudges your skin, settled but present like a friend. No roads define this place. Paths vanish beneath long grass and moss. The slow turning of wind guides those who travel with patience. Within this village, people rely on memory and landmarks of stone. Heaps of rounded river stones mark thin crossings through wild thickets. Your vision widens, tracking where shadows fold with the fading light. Even as night grows close, the earth holds a lingering pulse. A figure moves silently near a clay oven's small fire. The scent of steady cooked grain drifts upward, mingled with ash. A child's thin sigh floats beneath the low wooden rafters. Your gaze lingers on a pot simmering with malted barley. Smoke curls gentle, twisting through woven hempen ropes overhead. A steady, even beat of nighttime sounds collects around you. The hearthstone lies centered on the hardened clay floor inside one home. It has cracked after 7 winters, a fine web of age and warmth. 2 adults sit close, sharing a small bowl of spiced root vegetable. Firelight pools on their faces, calm and steady in the deepening dark. You hear the faint snap of kindling settling in the embers. The night holds no urgency, only the comforting hush of routine. A clay jar of embers rests in ash outside the door for morning's fire. Smoke holes sit off center, keeping rain's soft touch far away. Beds of woven reeds and furs soften the floor's cool firmness. A grandmother's mending needle catches the flickering lamplight once, then slows. Fabric smells faintly of chamomile and worn leather thongs. The room breathes a slow rhythm, easy and unbroken. The village fades into silhouettes beneath boundless twilight sky. You sense the earth's measured pulse beneath the steady star's gaze. The river's surface glints silver as reflected moons begin to rise. A still breeze carries the faintest taste of fermented hay and wood smoke. Your body rests with the evening's steady, light unfolding. The darkness rolls in like a faint quilt spread over wide open land. You turn to a worn path, only faintly marked by flattened grass. The scent of crushed millet sacks tickles the air near a distant hut. Footfalls are absent here, just the unhurried stir of night creatures moving. A lone dog rises, circles softly, and settles at the threshold to wait. The mild night air cools your breath as your thoughts soften and ease. You move lightly along the uneven bank, river murmurs fading gently. The village's hearth warmth lingers, faint and inviting in the silence. Without roads, every step learns a new frame, a pale touchstone in space. Soft ash remains where fires burned, cooling slowly like whispered breath. You lean against a mud brick wall, rough yet comforting beneath your hand. The scent of sweat and leather blends with low candle smoke inside. Your limbs relax further, sinking deeper into lingering calm. Woolen blankets dry near a rope, stretched between two small poles. The sheep's breath huffs faintly in the distant pen beneath a tiny moon. A falcon's whisper drifts faintly from tall cedar branches beyond the home. Your ears open to the night's slow, muted chorus, unfolding quietly. A piece of hempen rope coils softly near a heap of smooth river stones. You feel your breath expand, steady and mild, harmonizing with earth. The smallest detail arrests you. A single spider clings to a rafter, its legs curled close in the dim recess, still and patient. You sense the deep calm gathering here, steady and embracing. The hushed pulse of life continues beneath wide, darkening skies. Your awareness softens around memory, warmth, and steady presence. The long dusk settles deeper, wrapped in shadow and scent. Something changes. The clay oven's flame dims and the night widens. Your body remains settled, breath even and measured. The hearth's embers glow faintly, a single pale heartbeat in the dark. Wood smoke fades into gentle juniper, mingling with cool, mossy earth. Time spreads wide, untethered by paths or hurried steps. You stay here, calm, open, without rush or need to go. A child near the fire turns gently in sleep, nestling closer. The low ticking of a kettle cools to silence. Your limbs absorb the silent ease, the endless fold of night. You settle deeper, weighted lightly by comfort and peace. Small sounds become distances that stretch slowly away. Your breath moves slow. You find yourself still in this vast absence of roads. Softness wraps the senses, a soothing embrace without edge. Paths dissolve into earth and the tender touch of wind. The easy skin of night presses close. Light lingers pale, fading faint above the river's curve. Your mind floats slowly beyond the reach of shape or direction. Foragers pass unseen in the thick grass, their steps muffled in earth. An evening mist clings faint, folding around your feet and ankles. The scent of damp leaves and quiet soil heightens the calm. The faint shimmer of stars mirrors river stones below. The space expands into an endless network without edges. Every breath a steady joining with the unhurried pulse of the land. The river bends, soft and wide, without banks drawn in stone. Nothing cuts the land into lines except memory and careful tread. Your body rests with the gentle sway of unseen currents nearby. The coolness lingers on your skin, mild and unhurried like the dark. A measured, steady breath moves through you, a rhythm kept by earth alone. you find ease in this vast, unmarked world. The nights here are folded into small, trusted rituals. A clay pot cools outside a woven reed shelter, clicking softly. Flakes of soot settle upon rough walls, mingling with chamomile scent. The dim leather of a pack lies waiting on the ground. Your watch slows to the pace of stars faintly turning overhead. Fingers trace the easy roughness of rope spun tight by human hand. A last flicker of candlelight blinks, then steadies near a window. The scent of roasted nuts and dried grains curls slowly upward. Slow murmurs of restful voices blend with distant animal sounds. Your awareness broadens like the unhurried release of a woven cloth. Night settles steady the way it has for countless days before. Within this place, there is nothing to hurry or change. A single moth drifts near a fragile flame, wings brushing softly. The light pools tender, folding shadows softly over woven mats. A dog curls on a straw bed, breath unhurried and forming easy puffs. Warmth spreads from a rounded clay lamp, dim and even. Your body folds into the slow rhythm of earth and sky. The pulse of stillness breathes softly around your skin. Hints of moisture bead on a wooden door latch, cool under touch. Old stone markers stand worn by rain and still understanding. Your mind drifts toward the steady pattern of heating and resting. Clay pots hold water, cool and unchanging through the long night. The vast coolness clings gentle, a steady breath without noise. You move lightly onto faint earth, the night unfolding with no haste. Smoke softens in the air, veiling pale lantern beams. A tender hum of insect wings folds into steady silence near. Your nerves ease, the body responding to unseen signals of rest. Earth tones deepen in the moonlight, muted shadows blending wide. The night draws on, endless yet settled like soft rolling hills. You You stay embraced by this steady, unforgotten pattern of dark. Something changes. Sand settles smooth beneath calm winds that swirl softly. A faint breeze stirs dead leaves near a resting path. The air tastes cool, easy, scented faintly with sweet straw. Your skin breathes this softness, steady and unhurried. The river's song falls distant, gradual with depth and shadow. You remain a muted presence folded in muted earth and sky. The fire pit's glow wanes slowly inside the longhouse's wide brown walls. Smoky tendrils drift through the round felt tent's open weave. Worn pelts lie stacked near the fire's edge, thick with subtle musk. Your limbs rest easily on rough wool blankets, settled and heavy. The scent of dried juniper flickers faintly beneath faint, untended ash. A calm pulse lives within this circle of heat and stillness. Clay ovens cool beside trundle beds, their stones steady and faintly warm. The low murmur of breathing circulates in the shadowed roundhouse. Leather thongs hang looped by the swollen timber beams above. Every noise is measured, slow, unfolding without interruption. Your body yields softly into retreat and gentle rest. The weave of dark and heat grows dense and easy all around. A small wonder lingers, the measured curling of smoke from embered wood. Its scent travels steady in the lingering air of now and then. A curious breath floats mild, shaped by heat and earth and quiet. Your hands feel the weight of wool and woven rope beneath your fingers. Faint sounds of night creatures pulse gently beyond the tent's edge. You rest folded deep within this steady, endless dusk. Inside, a faded basket of hempen rope lies quietly on the dirt floor. Its coarse fibers speak to hands steady and patient, passing through time. The round felt walls hold the last light of kelp oil burning low. Its skin softened by night, and smoke closes like velvet around the space. Your gaze softens, settled into a rhythm without edge or sharpness. All steps slow, falling away like whispers along old river stones. The circle of fire glows faint in your memory as you listen. Crackling subsides into tender warmth, dissolved through the heavy air. Sounds steady and dim. Touch fades into deep, stretching calm. Scent lingers of faint chamomile mixed with smoke and damp fur. Light dims gradually like the closing of distant, tender shutters. Your heart beats muted, embracing the vast stillness within and beyond. You move scarcely from this place, folded in the breath of earth. Hands rest lightly on thick pelts, cool leather, faint dust of ash. You feel the easy pulse of heat carried in the air around you. Memories of unhurried journeys without roads coil softly in your mind. The river's song hums beneath the slow turning of wide stars. Your breath flows steady, calm, with each long, unbroken moment. The night deepens without change, flowing steady and even. Your body sinks further into still, into soft folds of warmth. The endless land stretches beyond, flat and hushed beneath moonlight. Every detail dissolves slowly. Smoke, stones, breath, light, unraveling. Your senses soften into one vast, still and unhurried sensation. The steady pulse of time, unmarked by roads or hurried passage. Your limbs rest heavy on thin earth and woven pelts alike. Faint smells of dried grass and worn leather linger through the air. The roundhouse walls hold their steady, gentle embrace. Breath rises low and even, drawn through cool nose and pale lips. The night folds round you, seamless and gradual in every part. A stone set near the fire glows faint, holding mild warmth still. Nothing Nothing presses, nothing urges or moves beyond this light now. A single moth brushes soft near a low beam of amber light. The scent of faint smoke curls in slow spirals through the circle. All that remains is the steady breath of earth and body combined. Your head sinks low, eyes closing to deep, velveted shadow. The unhurried rhythm draws steady, endless and calm through your limbs. A faint hum of insects threads through night air. Wool folds beneath your fingers, rough yet soothing. The air cools further, carrying faint traces of river moss. Your body drifts weightless in the light coil of evening. The fire's dying glow pulses with mild red light. Every breath evens in, flowing soft and gradual. Your thoughts settle as stones smooth beneath slow river flow. Hands hold warmth from thick wool threading through tender air. A faint stir of leaves brushes your cheek, gradual and tender. The scent of bone broth mingles with dark earth and distant smoke. The pale murmur of flowing water fades into the vast night. A single star winks faint, steady in the boundless dark. The river holds no paths but quiet, endless skin of water. You rest deep in its hush, every pulse a gradual unfolding. The coolness balances mild heat held in your body's center. Clouds drift pale, their slow shapes hardly changing over time. The vast dark embraces you, calm and even as old stone. Your breath flows effortless, steady, dim, and nearly silent. A faint scent climbs from damp leaf mold, easing softly upward. The unhurried rustle of grass presses gently at your face and neck. A few faint stars catch brief pulses of fading light from moon. Your body lies easy, melting into soft earth and wool beneath. A small smile tugs the edges of muted lips, calm and serene. The steady drift of night carries you gently toward deeper rest. You are present here, fully dissolved in boundless, mild dark. The river hums beneath miles of air and silence unshaped. Your limbs relax, stretched wide across calm and steady earth. A mild coil of warmth flows steady through your chest and arms. The air tastes of faint mist and cool stone carried through dusk. All sounds fall distant, muted by the endless sweep of night. A thin touch of cold air brushes across your cheek, gentle. Slow steps of unseen creatures pass far beyond the sleeping river. Your mind turns slowly inward, wrapped in stillness without edge. A single faint glimmer of firelight lingers where embers remain. Your skin feels the steady pull of ancient earth beneath the night. The breath of this place stretches unhurried and without boundary. A night breeze folds tender through grass and moss, light and even. Your body moves little, held safely in the steady, deep dark. A faint rustle of leaves sounds distant, soft and tender again. The scent of wet stone rises faint with every unhurried passing breath. Your limbs rest hushed, relaxed, floating in this calm, unfamiliar. Time dissolves gently, unmarked by road, by path, or by step. You find yourself here in the steady, untrodden dusk. The river flows endlessly without the pressing need of roads. You lie folded in light earth, nestled beneath unbroken sky. The silent stars watch over you, patient in the vast dark. Nothing pulls at you now, no path demands your motion. Only the river's endless song, slow and steady, holds you close. A light flame flickers low in the earthen hearth. Burnt juniper drifts quietly, curling through muted shadows. You rest still on woven mats, the rush of dried grass beneath. A child near the hearth turns softly, tucking closer to the next body. The hearthstone, cracked and soot darkened, hums a faint, steady warmth. Evening sighs fall gently through the open smoke hole above. Clay walls hold the heat like a tender, gradual breath. Beneath the low roof, kerf-cut beams creak with faded echoes. The soft rustle of hempen ropes loosens hushed memories of the day. An iron pot cools with a single thin click from the raised hearth. You draw deeper into the layered scent of tallow and bone broth. Outside, the pulse of distant river sounds eases through woven reeds. A grandmother's mending needle catches the tallow candle's tender shimmer. Thread slips softly through worn leather, stitching stories without words. The scent of baked millet nestles close, faint and comforting. Your limbs feel the even heat radiating from the clay oven's belly. Sleep settles unhurried, an easy weight beneath skin and marrow. The silence in the room is like velvet folding around your chest. A small breath, tender and slow, rises and falls beside you. The smoke hole filters faint amber from above, shifting with an unhurried dance. Cool air drifts lightly, brushing the surface of your cheek. A dog stirs, rises, circles thrice, and settles back again. Time here flows like the river, ceaseless, unmarked by haste. Night's hush deepens in the quiet roundness of shared warmth. You feel the pulse of the fire ebbing in patient cycles. Body and breath align in the calm, in the ancient, steady rhythm. The hearthstone's heat fades slowly to a mild ember glow. Muscle and bone relax further, melting into the earth's soft hold. A verdant leaf pressed between stones, holds warmth like a secret. A woven basket sits undisturbed, its scent faintly of barley husks. The rhythm drifts on, steady and measured. Flames flicker low, shadows lean in toward the dim clay walls. Ice heavy with the night's embrace, sighs lengthen and soften. Faint mist rises from the dark earth just beyond the walls. Your breath joins the muted chorus of night's deep ease. The hearth's glow fades now, tender as a whispered promise. You feel time fold inward, a silent circle drawing closed. The old dog's breathing softens to a steady hum beneath the roof. A faint pulse of warmth threads through stillness, calm and gentle. Bodies settle closer, the smoke filtering upward in gradual spirals. The fold of blankets and straw shapes calm like faint wind over hills. The tender scent of chamomile and malted barley lingers faint. A silver moon washes the field beyond the mud brick walls. Night air cools softly, brushing against the skin in slow waves. The river murmurs faintly at a distance, a thread of sound unbroken. You feel the mild tug of earth pulling deeper into rest. Stars scatter pale and steady in the wide, untracked sky. The world hums low, an easy lullaby without beginning or end. The soft stir of leaves overhead, barely a breath. The cool night deepens, folding the world in hushed layers. Your pulse slows more in step with whispered earth and sky. A faint glow from a distant star dims and brightens just slightly. The scent of cool moss rests light against the night's veil. Darkness holds steady, a calm pool beneath endless expanse. Limbs grow heavy under the thick cloak of night. Thin breaths drift long and low in the hushed air. Eyes close, slowly, folding inward like light petals. The steady song of earth and river blends smooth and deep. Sleep leans close, a faint weight settling without sound. The world pauses here, poised in the gentle swell of nothing. The moon slides soft over rolling hills. Stars spill faint light through gauzy clouds. A leaf falls slowly, touching earth without a sound. Cool air sketches faint shapes on skin. The night's voice hums low, steady and unhurried. You rest here, cradled in the vast stillness. The dark softens, spreads wide and measured. Limbs float lightly, free of all tension. Breath fades to the rhythm of stone and soil. Eyes dwell in the shadowed hush beneath closed lids. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and quiet. Light drifts thin. Shapes fade measured. Time melts away. Your body rests within the boundless calm. The world pauses, endless and untroubled. Stars blink, faint. The moon dims pale. Breath flows slow. Your limbs float lightly. The dark holds you. The night sighs. Stillness deepens. Dim shadows drift. Breath pulses slow. The earth hums low. You float. Still. breath. Long, slow. Light, fading, hushed, deepening. The world around you grows quiet now. Everything is still. Everything is quiet. Nothing calls you anymore. Nothing remains to follow. Only the quiet rhythm of your breath. Slow and steady. And gently, without effort. You are safe. You can rest now